the Guernica or the Battle of San Romano, or both. Why am I mentioning about these two paintings, to be exact? Well, for tonight's topic, or at least for today's topic, I'm gonna be talking about these two paintings and how I see these paintings in a different point of view, and how I have my thoughts and opinions, and how I can explain these paintings in a way that I try to at least think about. So, yeah. Welcome to the video, and don't mind me with my Doctor Who cosplay or something. This is probably the introduction. You're gonna hear me talk about it in audio form and stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, cue the intro. So, let's ask the very important question. Why did I pick these two artworks? Do they have something powerful? Do they have a big meaning of it? Do they have something in common? Is there a common theme? To answer that, yes, there is. And when you look at the artwork itself, it's full of imagery, it's full of expressionism, and let's just say it's very wild, it's full of chaos, it's full of war crimes, it's full of emotions that are very powerful. And to say what they have in common, it's basically war cry. A lot of war cry. And believe me, when it is war cry, it's war cry. But let's just take this in, and let's think. When it comes to Picasso and Uccello, both of them thought this was going to change the world. And let's just say, it actually worked. It changed a lot of the human race's thoughts and opinions on everything. And I may be going a little bit too far, but personally, I think these two paintings made a big movement within all of art itself. Anyways, let's get back to the real topic of this video and the essay itself. Is the format. Why is the format a very important thing? Well, it's actually very, very important because it gives the objective description, the size, and the media, and many other things that, many people need to know. And for these two paintings, we're gonna take it bit by bit, and I'm gonna try my best. So please forgive me if I mispronounce anything wrong, or if I have said anything not correct. Just correct me in the comments, okay? So anyways, let's talk about the first painting. The Guernica from Pablo Picasso. This painting has a lot of meanings and a lot of stuff being said on the internet. But for what I have done for my research, I went to a website called Wide Wall, and they have mentioned the size and its media. And this is what I've gotten. The media that the painting was made was an oil painting. And the size for the painting was 3.49 meters, 11 feet and 5 inches tall. And for the meters, it was 7.76, and it was 25 feet and 6 inch wide. Also, for the description of this painting, it says, the painting shows the suffering of people wrenched by violence and chaos. Which again, I'm gonna bring this up, battle cries. Again, battle cries, everyone, battle cries. Now, let's talk about the Battle of San Romano, aka Pablo Uccello's painting. And before we actually go farther than before, I'm gonna remind you, at first I thought it was only gonna be one painting, but it turns out there is more than meets the eye. There is 3 paintings that was made by him, of course. And when I went more down into the rabbit hole, I thought that was the last of the things. There was more iterations being made within, people's versions of it. But we're only talking about, the original ones, the main three. And it was stated by tripimprover.com, and I quote, they said this painting is part of a triptych, a work of art divided into three parts made by Uccello. Also, a quick reminder, this painting was commissioned by Leonardo Bernardo Zambini. I hope I'm saying that name correct. Please, God, if I am saying his name. I hate when it comes to mispronouncing stuff. Anyways, oh yeah, that's right. One more thing. The painting size, it's 6.0 x 10.6, which if you want to search up for the original size of the painting, it's all within Google's research. And if you want to search for the other size of the other paintings of the Battle of San Romano, take a hint and look at what I'm talking about. It will make more sense. Anyways, let's move on. So, we talked about what's the common theme, the objective media, or the format. What do we need to talk about now? Well, let's talk about where they came from and when was this made. So, let's talk about Picasso first. The painting that he has made was made back in the year of 1937, which it takes place back in the 1930s, known as the Civil War and the World War. And to remind you, these were very dark times as well. And the original location is in Spain. The other text will explain itself. The other painting that was made by Uccello, the Battle of San Romano, was made in San Romano, Pista, Italy, in the year of, 1432. And around the years of 1432/8 to 1460, I hope I'm saying it correct, known as the Italian culture around in Italy. Funny enough, there was a lot of things going on within Italy and Spain at the times. Well, in different time periods. And I feel like with both of them, there was like a whole argument and, chaos ensues. And this is just only for what I believe in my little tiny thoughts. Anyways, let's get into the other, debate. So, here we are. To my personal opinions, my personal analysis. Why do I choose it? What does it mean to me? And, do I have a personal connection to it? I've taken my time to actually look over this and actually, rewrite some things and actually probably fix the grammar, because when it comes to me and writing, it's a little complicated. So here, this is what I've said. For the first one, why do I choose it? I choose these paintings because they give a sense that everyone should fear and worry or learn about the historical events depicted in the art. In other words, in those times that a lot of those things were happening, I felt like both of the artists were wanting to tell how they felt and how they really want to portray the events that they were talking about, of course. And, yeah. The second one says, what do you think about the paintings? The paintings reminded me of the arguments and fighting, and mostly the war crimes that were going on within the world at the time. Again, I'm repeating the first one, but with more context. It also reminds me of both of the battles of San Romano and, Picasso's piece. They have a very big symbolic meaning. A very big symbolic, connection, a little bit. But you kind of see where it goes and, how it really attaches to many other things. It has its meanings. So, do I have a connection to these paintings? Well, that's actually a hard question to answer, because when it comes to me to really relating to the emotions of these paintings, it really goes within portraying the mood and how people would relate to the painting itself. I can say that when it comes to mood and the setting of how they really feel within the artwork itself, yeah, I can see how it is. But at the same time, it's just compelling emotions as they want to release their inner rage, their inner anger, their inner sadness, their inner like madness. It's hard for me to really go into big deep detail, but it's all there. It's all there. It shows a lot of conveying emotions as a human would really express themselves. But yeah, it really shows how both of these artists really feel, of course. And yeah. But one more thing, before we actually hit off, I want to remind you on something very important. And this is the last thing that I have to say. This was a thing that needed to be talked about. Describe what you see as a connection between those two pieces, and it could be a subject, content, or both, or something else. Personally, and I know I'm repeating this again, I already explained it. It's already been told. It's their beliefs. There's different meanings. There's different messages. There's different symbolisms. It's just people turning against each other, turning like animals, violently attacking each other. It's so big. It's just like, you already get where I'm coming from. I find this is a very interesting topic to talk about these two paintings and how they go from, little simple words to actual violence and meanings and everything else. And yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you for hearing me out talking about this painting experience. Professor, sorry if this video was too long. I know it would have been 3 to 5 minutes. Just please forgive me, of course. I normally would go a little smaller than before, but yeah, anyways. Yeah, thank you all for watching. And probably see me do more of these stuff in the future in a different type of format. But anyways, goodbye, friends.